This week on 49ers Sac-Hi Sports, the league races are heating up and we have the highlights. We'll show you Grant taking on Burbank, Argonaut meeting Calaveras, and Vista del Lago battling El Camino.
We have exciting girls hoops matchups with East Union taking on Manteca. Boys soccer features the big rivalry game between Pioneer and Woodland. Girls soccer with Laguna Creek and McClatchy, plus the story of the St. Mary's basketball star living a half a world away from his family for a better future. 49ers Sac-Hi Sports starts right now. Welcome to 49ers Sac-Hi Sports. I'm Aubrey Tolliver.
And I'm Robert Bernstein. We start tonight in Fair Oaks, where the Bella Vista Broncos come into the week 14-5 on the season, 3-2 in league play. Senior Nick Lira is having a great season so far as the Broncos will look for a win over the Roseville Tigers.
Asai Lira is Roseville's highest scorer, averaging over 12 points a game. The Tigers looking to improve to 4-1 in league play with a win over Bella Vista Tuesday night.
Sam Berg reporting here for some Tuesday night hoops between the Roseville Tigers and the Bella Vista Broncos. And we're starting off the highlights with a pass underneath the basket to Dylan Harms, and he lays it in there off the backboard for the early score. But now it's the Tigers' turn to get on the board as Ethan Oakleberry steps up from behind the three-point line and drains it to keep the score close. But the Tigers were looking to add some more. Nick Primaveras takes it to the paint and floats the ball above all of the defenders, and it finds the hoop for the two-pointer. But the Broncos had an answer. Nick Lira passes it to Xander Womeldorf, and he lands a floater of his own. But the Broncos were mighty. Harms does a slick dribble behind his back and passes it to Jack Raymond cross court. He steps back and splash! Three-pointer for the Broncos as they're pulling ahead. But the Tigers weren't about to let the lead slip as Primavera is able to land another jumper from inside the paint. The score would be 35-23 Broncos at the half as the cheerleaders are keeping everyone's spirits high. Second half we go, and Harms passes it to Warris Singh, and he's able to fight through the Tigers defense and hit the bucket to extend the Broncos lead. But the Tigers still had plenty of fight in them. Oakleberry drives it to the rim and hits the fadeaway jumper for 2 points. But the Broncos never let off the gas. Lira passes it to Harms, and he's able to recover his own rebound and put it up for the two-pointer. Great example of why you never give up on the play. But the Tigers are tough as well. Daniel Chigbu nabs the rebound and puts it up for the basket. They aren't going down without a fight. But the last laugh would go to Bella Vista. Lira shoots it out to Raymond, who puts up a three, and he swishes it to seal the deal Tuesday night. The Broncos improved to 15-5 on the season with a final score of 69-44.
Tracy area sports coverage is presented by Tracy Toyota off Freeway 205 in Tracy, with you all the way. The Sierra Timberwolves looking for their second league win over Central Catholic Monday night. Opening minutes, Malachi Miller dishes it out to Tyler Wentworth, who buries it from the corner. The Raiders jump out to a 6-0 lead and love it. Arvin Chohan was going to have a hot night from deep for the Timberwolves, here landing a mid-range. Chohan responsible for 15 of Sierra's 17 points in the first half. But it was the Raiders with the lead at the half. Armand Graywall's pinpoint pass finding Wesley Payne cutting up the baseline. 26-17 heading into the third. Another Graywall to Payne connection here. Payne with a long two to extend the Raider lead to 18. Chohan landing 5 shots from far for the Timberwolves, part of a game-high 21-point night for Arvin, but the Raiders showing no sign of letting up. Graywall to Mario Savala III, back to Graywall, and Armand pivoting down low before getting the shot to go. It's a 16-point Raider lead. Miller pickpockets his man and will be the first to the rack, going in with the one-hand slam. Malachi leading the Raiders with 19 on the night, going in with the left and finishing with the and one. Tons of young talent on this Raider team. Johan gives it to Samaj Moore, who drains the shot from the elbow, but this game was all CC. Jalen Nichols gets around his defender, goes up for the lay-in. Central Catholic improves to 1-1 in Valley Oak League play. Graywall talks about what will be expected.
Yeah, come crunch time, we're a big defensive team. Coach puts a lot of emphasis on the defensive end, and we use defense to create offense. So we got to get stops, get steals, get turnovers, and that leads to our offense, which helps us create a better flow, and that's what Coach wants. So, yeah.
I'm Mark Willis reporting as Foothill hosting undefeated Bear River. And sir, hey, you don't have to sit there if it's too loud for you. There's other seats available. Early on in the game, watch how Heaven Lafita sucks in the defense and allows Kaylee Vieira to be so wide open for two. Nice lefty on the inbounds play. Bear River goes up 9 as Ali Vieira to Marina Moya Krill down to Kaylee Vieira, and she knows how to finish. Bear River's Kaylee Vieira with the rebound and some more running by the Bruins. Moya Krill's outlet pass to Claire McDaniel in stride on one hand, scoop shot, it's good, 20-7 after one. Foothill comes out with the intensity in the second quarter. Nia McNeil with the steal, and she goes coast to coast for two. Bear River breaking down the zone here as Vieira finds Julia Pacenti down low for two of her 17 in the game. More from Pacenti as she steals the ball from the pressure defense and takes it all the way in for two. This team really knows how to score with both hands. BR up 24. Make it 26 as freshman Ali Vieira catches the pass, one dribble, and launches a setback J. It's good. Ali had 10 in the game. When Foothill's Fatima Brambilla finds Bria Mallory on the break, and Mallory gets the bucket and the foul, then Foothill's Angelique Abuda goes right and shoots the runner off the glass. There's no quitting these Mustangs, but the Bruins were too much on this night as Jordan Foster goes long distance for three. She had 13 on the night. Bear River wins big and stays undefeated. After the game, Foster spoke about having Colfax on their minds.
It definitely is on our minds. That's like what we're building up to, like all these games. Even if we have a game like tonight, we're still like working on things to get ready for Colfax with these kind of games.
Brian Mueller saying hello from Laguna Creek Monday, where the Cardinals hosted McClatchy. There were goals galore in this one, already tied at one early in the first. Louisa McNack goes wide to Gwen Seifert, who hits the lob shot perfectly, and the Lions lead 2-1. 6 minutes later, Katie Zimmerman showing off some moves, gets it ahead to Molly Silva. Ayo Silva, a goal! McClatchy up 3-1. After the two teams exchange goals, it's 4-2. Here's Silva again on the corner kick. Cards almost clear it, but Zimmerman settles and scores. 5-2 Lions. Laguna Creek not quitting though. 8 minutes left in the half. Kaylee Eddy breaking away, and she goes up and over for the goal. The Cards are back within two. To the second half now. Susie Long showing off the speed, runs past everyone and finishes with the left. That makes it 6-3, and McClatchy looking like a title contender with a 7-3 victory.
Time now for the Players of the Week. These players are chosen for their standout performances from games played last week. Our first Player of the Week is Kevin Hawk Jr. from Oakmont. The Vikings defeated Placer in an overtime thriller last week. Kevin scored 25 points as Oakmont improved to 2-1 in Foothill Valley League play.
Our second Player of the Week is Saray White from McClatchy. The Lions pulled off a 24-point win over a very talented Laguna Creek team. Saray scored 22 points, knocking down 3 three-pointers. She also had 7 assists and snatched 8 boards. Saray White and Kevin Hawk Jr. are this week's Players of the Week.
Stanford Healthcare brings us important tips so athletes can perform at their very best.
Here's Dr. Joseph Donnelly with this week's Stanford Health Tip.
A healthy and balanced diet provides many benefits, including increased muscle strength and endurance. But more recently, we are developing an understanding of the importance of sleep and its effect on an athlete. Recent sports medicine studies suggest that a lack of sleep can put the athlete at higher risk for musculoskeletal injury, as well as an increase in the intensity and length of post-concussion symptoms. With schoolwork, sports, friends, and family all requiring time out of the day for a student athlete, it is sleep that is often sacrificed. Having a consistent sleep schedule and even a 30-minute nap during the day will help your athletic performance.
Coming up, our first SunPower Electric game. It's the big Foothill Valley League matchup with Ponderosa and Placer.
Then it's Sacramento and Rio Americano when 49ers Sac-Hi Sports continues.
When the lights go up and the crowd starts to cheer, you know you've just scored a winning deal. Tracy Toyota has all the deals to make you feel like the winning team. Like this, get 2.99% APR financing for 72 months on select new 2022 Toyota models. Don't fumble this opportunity to save. Visit Tracy Toyota now. We take the stress away at Tracy Toyota. Exit Nagley Road off Freeway 205 or at tracytoyota.com. With you all the way.
Hurry into Mattress Firm's new bed, new you sale. Shop top-selling mattress brands at unbeatable prices and get up to 50% off, like Sealy twin mattresses starting at $224.99. Plus, get a free adjustable base with qualifying Sealy purchase up to a $499 value. Or shop Tempur-Pedic, the most highly recommended bed in America, and get a $300 instant gift good towards sleep accessories. In stock for immediate delivery with a low price guarantee. Only at Mattress Firm.
The Foothill Valley League race is scorching hot. 4 teams come into the week with just 1 league loss, but sitting at the top of those standings, undefeated on the season, is the 18-0 Ponderosa Bruins.
It's a logjam.
It is a logjam.
It's a logjam at the top of that division. The Bruins face a Placer team who's coming off a tough overtime loss to Oakmont last week. So the Hillmen will look to get back in the win column in our first SunPower Electric game tonight. Mark Willis was there.
I got an update for you. Ponderosa is now 19-0 after they defeated Lincoln on Tuesday. And if you didn't know that, well, you've been living under a rock. All eyes have been staring at center Aaron Bliss, the 6'9" senior. But really, you need to worry about the guards. Playmaker Kason Cheney and sharpshooter Nick Vanzabore can light it up from deep. As for Placer, point guard Garrett Dutro can shoot the lights out. And head coach Mark Lee will have the Hillmen ready for the challenge. An inside source of mine says, don't be surprised if this turns into a track meet, because both teams like to turn up the pressure. With that being said, there's nothing else to say, but it's now time for the SunPower Electric game. It was neon and construction night in the student section. Why? Because first quarter, it was back and forth. Bruins Jacob Florence gets his own miss and puts it back in. That would happen a lot for Pondo, who work in the glass. Placer's Garrett Dutro finds the mismatch and scores over the defender. Hillman down 1. Skip pass by Zach Jenkins over to Ben Manley, whose 3-ball is wet, but Placer still down 2. Kason Cheney on the break. Looks like he's got a plan, and that plan's to feed the big man. The oops upside your head, Aaron Bliss. Cheney has eyes all around his head as he throws a pass to Lake Leibscher, who's wide open. 3-ball is good. 2013 Pondo. Timeout Placer. Placer on the attack, but Aaron Bliss says, not in my house. 7 blocks for the big man. Second half now, and Pondo's coach Woods wanting more. And that more comes from Cheney, dropping it to Vanzabore, who throws it up and in. Cheney had 9 assists in the game. Then Placer's Zach Jenkins finds Garrett Dutro cut into the hoop. Dutro scored 17 straight points for Placer, but they can only cut the deficit down to 13. Second half, Cheney was the half. Kason, shake him up, shake him up, shake him up, shake him. Then Cheney was like, eyeball, y'all. He can shoot the 3 too. 51-35. On the inbounds play, Cheney gets Easton Elrod involved, and he's like, loving it, thanks, bud. Splash, a 3 there. Pondo running the floor. Florence to Bliss, who gets the shot to fall. Bruins flexing their muscles now. And one more time, the high point man ends the night doing just that. Cheney scoring 22 points, and Ponderosa wins big at home. Kason, what do you think about a league title?
Our ultimate goal is to go undefeated. We're 20-0 right now. We're trying to get 27. League champs.
In Shingle Springs for the SunPower Electric game, Mark Willis, 49ers Sac-Hi Sports.
Nick Pecoraro with a good one here between Vacaville and Rodriguez. Let's go. First quarter, check out Anthony Wiley with the sweet crossover and no-look pass in the lane to Nathan Schnell. He does the rest. And then on the other end, Blake Staton with the big block to get the Bulldog fans out of their seats. Vacaville up by 10 after 1, but Rodriguez closes the half with some scrappiness. A tip-in by Oliver Williams after 4 chances pulls the Mustangs within 6 at the half. Some halftime entertainment for you now. Check out Vacaville baseball stud Cameron Malone calmly burying it from half court on his first try. Are you not entertained? We'll see you in the springtime, Cameron. Third quarter now, Gavin Hamill beats the buzzer to put Vacaville up by 7 entering the fourth, but this is where Williams takes over for the Mustangs. The senior from the corner for 3 provides a spark, and then he scores on a defensive effort. 11 of his 19 points came in the fourth. Williams actually missed a wide open dunk to put Rodriguez ahead, but it's plays like these that made up for it. Williams gets dirty, gets on the floor, gets the ball back for the Mustangs. Under a minute now. Devin Saucy-Moore with the bucket and the foul. His free throw put Vacaville up by 5, but Rodriguez gets a 3 from Jarrell Victor. Mustangs back within 2 with 30 seconds left, and then it's Williams back in that corner again for the go-ahead tray with 5 seconds left. Vacaville with one last desperation heave. Oh, so close. Rodriguez comes in and steals one from Vacaville. They have now won 11 straight. Oliver Williams, how did you guys pull this one out?
The defense wins games, I promise you it does. Got a lot of steals and double teams, traps, and they like fumbling the ball. We coming for male championship.
Luke Galindo saying hello from Rio Americano as they get ready to host Sacramento Monday night. Sacramento getting a quick lead to start off this game as this three-pointer from number 3, Mark Wilson, finds the hoop. Sacramento with another possession. This ball is fed to Samarius Jones, who muscles it in off the glass for 2. They now extend their lead to 8. Rio Americano now getting a quality possession at the end of the first quarter as Matt Hoffman drains this 3 to bring the score within 5. Sacramento keeping up the pressure though as Kendall Hearn gets the ball beyond the arc and gets the 3 points out of the opportunity. Now Kendall Hearn playing tight defense, forces the loose ball. His teammate gets the ball to him, and Kendall Hearn throws it down for the dunk. Rio Raiders looking to get some points before the end of the half. Matt Hoffman with the three-pointer, and he gets it to go. Sacramento with the 3-point lead going into halftime. But the second half is a little different. Matt Hoffman getting physical and getting the layup. Kendall Hearn drives in but makes a nice bullet pass to his teammate Zuri Franklin, who drains the three-pointer. Rio Americano looking to capitalize on their hot start in the second half. Joe Murrock gets the layup and gets the and one. Rio now ahead by 5. Sacramento Dragons are trying to regain their lead. Leon Bufford regains control and gets the reverse layup to go, now trailing by 4. Rio Americano is not backing down as Matt Hoffman gets the mid-range jumper to fall. Kendall Hearn with the spin move and the soft touch just to float it into the buckets. Off the pass in, Mike Wilson gets a quick layup and the and one. Sacramento is down by 3 and is set to inbound with 3 seconds left on the clock. Here's the pass in, but it's stolen by Miles Lake, which ends the game. Rio Americano with the strong second half beats Sacramento 67-62.
Coming up, it's a first-place game for the Golden Empire League girls with Dixon hosting Pioneer.
Then you'll meet this week's inspirational athlete. It's Roy Itzkevich from St. Mary's. But first, take a look at our Sac Joaquin section girls basketball top 10 poll.
Every day, the sun comes up. And right on cue, the work begins. We start every morning, knowing full well we are in it for the long haul. Our work is a labor of love. No task too small, no moment uncherished. And although we're not often thanked, we rest knowing that our work is making a brighter future. This is more than milk.
Right now, my electrical bill is about $10 a month.
This is definitely one of the best investments we did in our house.
All over the country, people are taking control over their electric bills by going solar with SunPower. We offer the most efficient, durable panels on the market, so you can see a return on your investment every month.
I was paying $220 a month. Now I pay about $22 a month.
Right now, 49ers faithful get a $1,000 Visa reward card from SunPower. Go online today.
Welcome back to 49ers Sac-Hi Sports as we head to Dixon, where the Rams girls basketball team is coming off back-to-back Golden Empire League titles. Senior Talia Madal has been starting for the Rams since her freshman year and was part of both league championship teams.
The Rams have their first of 2 meetings with the Pioneer Patriots, who split the league title with the Rams back in 2019. The Pats come into the week at 11-5, led by SoCal Childers 15.5 points a game. Dixon and Pioneer with the league lead on the line Wednesday night.
The Golden Empire League up for grabs between Dixon and Pioneer. Mark Willis reporting, if there's one play to sum up the game, it happened right away. Dixon's Brianna Humphreys steals the ball, goes by everyone, throws it behind the back dribble, and scoop shots it in. Dixon Rams go up 13-5 here, and Janie Ming to Bryn Dominguez, and her shot falls. Rams jump out to a 20-4 lead, but Pioneer chips away, and when Kiza Maldonado Loomis three-pointer falls, it's a 10-point game. But Dixon put Humphreys at the top of the trap, and just like that, they go back up 16 after Brianna steals 2 more points. Make it 40-18 when Skylar Volts to Dominguez, and her three ball is good. The Rams took a big lead into the locker room. Third quarter, more from Brianna Humphreys as she steals another pass and finds Ming up the floor for 2 of her 8 in the game. Humphreys was also the water polo goalie for the section champions. Nothing gets past her. Great ball movement here as Ingress Simpson to Ming crosses to Gracie Nickham, who lays it in. One more time, Humphreys with another takeaway. This time she finds Leah Young, who goes off glass for 2, and that would do it. Dixon wins the thingy in the deal and are now all alone in first place in the Golden Empire League. I caught up with the Rams high point player after the game.
We were expecting to win, honestly. We were expecting to put in our work, and they were kind of bragging a little bit, oh, we're going to win, but we were coming out here strong and we wanted to get the win.
Each week we bring you stories of inspirational athletes overcoming the odds.
Our Parker Ream joins us with the story of the St. Mary's basketball player making a world of a difference.
Almost quite literally. Roy Iskovich dreams of playing basketball professionally. It's a goal that may seem out of reach for most, but for Roy, no amount of distance will get in the way of that dream. At the start of Roy's story, he learned that sometimes being looked at as different in the U.S. can have a different meaning than back home.
They told me it's gonna be super hard, everyone's gonna hate you, you don't know the language.
But for Roy, embracing that story and accepting that he chose a different path continues to pave the road to his success.
I chose a different path, which not a lot of people do, so it's a decision that you have to make, and you gotta have sacrifices.
At the age of 15, Roy learned of an opportunity to leave his home of Israel to pursue a dream of playing basketball professionally and develop his game in the United States.
We just talked about, like, look, there's this opportunity, do you wanna do this? And I said yes. First, I said 100%, I said yes, I agree with him.
With his dad by his side.
My dad was there more towards basketball because he saw that I took it seriously.
But for this journey, he learned he wouldn't have any of his family with him.
The first year was really hard for me. Really, really hard.
I asked him, how the hell did you do it? How did you have the strength to put yourself and go and play in another country, in another atmosphere, another everything? You know, it's a lot of strength, another toughness of your side to do it.
For Roy's mom, Oznat, the decision was even more difficult.
I'm her, I'm not her baby anymore, but you know, I'm her youngest son. So she wants to be next to me. She wants to be there for me like every other child is.
But Roy's goal to play basketball professionally required that sacrifice. 3 years ago, Roy arrived in the United States and met coach Chris Curtis, who took Roy in as one of his own.
I've never had children, even though I've been coaching. I thought it was a great opportunity, and a great opportunity for the kids to want to come here, you know, to better themselves, and so that's where it all started.
At first, Roy says it wasn't easy.
I don't know how to explain it. It's just like sadness that you're just with your family, but now you're not. And like you're by yourself, but you're not actually by yourself.
Welcoming a new family into his life, Chris assumed the role of the American dad for the first time. It's an experience he says changed his life.
I got my health together. I lost 300 pounds. I changed my life. I mean, it's had a huge impact, the opportunity for them, but this is something they wanted to do. But for me, it really changed my life.
Chris accomplished that weight loss goal and was then able to better help Roy achieve his. However, he says Roy did all the work.
There's a lot more talented players out there, but you're not going to outwork Roy. You're just not going to. That's what he does.
That work ethic became the difference from failing to succeeding in his journey. It's a trait Roy says his family back home taught to him.
we're not gifted, we just work hard. And that's how I was able to get to where I'm at today.
Roy now has an opportunity to finish his high school career and move on to the next chapter in his unique story.
I would think it would just be weird to think about it, how it went so fast.
And his family 7,000 miles away couldn't be more proud.
We are proud parents, and our goal, our purpose in life is try to achieve our children's dreams.
It's a dream that required sacrifice, and a dream that required Roy to be different.
When you come from the U.S. playing basketball at a high school and in college, after that part, they look at you differently.
That's why, in Roy's case, it pays to be different. Roy is still figuring out where he wants to play his collegiate ball, but he says he's excited for what's next.
And that could be anywhere in the world.
Could be anywhere in the world. I guess we'll just have to see.
Absolutely. All right.
Coming up, our Mattress Firm Perfect Match. Grant and Burbank meet on the hardwood with the league lead on the line.
Then it's Argonaut and Calaveras meeting in girls hoops. But first, here is this week's Spirit Corner featuring the Whitney Dance Team.
Many have failed. The 49ers got the livest fans in the NFL. I tried to tell them we back and we never left and we got heart. Levi Stadium starting to feel like Candlestick Park. Bang, bang, Niner gang. Niner gang. Bang, bang, Niner gang. Niner gang. Bang, bang, Niner gang.
Hurry into Mattress Firm's New Bed, New You sale. Right now, you can save up to $500 on our wide selection of top-selling brands. Plus, get a free adjustable base with qualifying Sealy purchase up to a $4.99 value. Or shop Hot Buys and get up to 50% off, like Sealy twin mattresses starting at $224.99 or Sleepy's twin mattresses starting at $159.99. In stock for immediate delivery with a low price guarantee. Only at Mattress Firm, the official sleep partner of the San Francisco 49ers.
49ers Sac-Hi Sports is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Stanford Healthcare, #1 in Northern California for orthopedics. And by SunPower, proud sponsor of the San Francisco 49ers.
Welcome back to Levi Stadium as we introduce you to the teams playing in this week's Mattress Firm Perfect Match. Just two teams in the Metropolitan League remain undefeated in league play. Coming into this week, the Grant Pacers are very good this season, sporting a 13-2 record, 3-0 in league play. Senior Rashad Brown is averaging around 20 points a game as the Pacers look to stay in the league title hunt with a win possibly over Burbank.
The Titans sport an 11-3 record, 1-0 in league. Two Burbank seniors come into the game averaging over 20 points a game. They are Isaiah Griffin and Omari Nesbitt. Mattress Firm wants to find you a mattress that is your perfect match, and each week we scour the section for the biggest game of the week. Grant and Burbank is this week's Mattress Firm Perfect Match.
It's your Mattress Firm Perfect Match. Grant taking on Burbank and Parker Ream on hand to see all the action. First quarter, Grant got started fast. Rashad Brown poking it away, and he's all alone for the two-handed flush. Pacers up 7-2 early, still in the first. The monster rejection here from Ty Harrison. He finds Brandon Haley Jr., who throws it up ahead to Omari Nesbitt for the bucket. Titans climbing back into it. Down 2 with 15 seconds left in the first. It's Omari to Isaiah Griffin, and he lays it in. Grant held a 16-14 lead after 1. Second quarter, it's Griffin playing a little give and go with Brandon Haley Jr. He gives it right back to Isaiah, and the bank is open this early Monday 3:30 window, but Grant wouldn't go away. Jordan Bobo up ahead to Brown, and another two-handed slam. I think he was just waiting on that, but Burbank had a dunk up their sleeves as well. Later in the quarter, it's Griffin to Harrison, and put him on a poster tie. slams that one home. The crowd, they couldn't believe it. I couldn't either. Titans take a 1-point lead into the half. Third quarter we go. Burbank attacking strong. Isaiah Griffin to the cup. The reverse layup gets it to go, and Burbank extends the lead to as much as 8 in the third. But here comes Grant. Luka Davis pulls up from mid-range, and that jumper is smooth. Then it was time for Rashad Brown to go to work. The double clutch layup in traffic gets it to go. Pacers on a roll, fighting all the way back to tie it up, and that roll continued in the fourth. Grant up 2. It's Brown to Jason Matthews on the wing, who cashes in for the 3-ball. Later in the quarter, give me some bully ball. Jordan Bobo down in the post, backing his way down and finishing the bucket for the and one opportunity. They're fired up. Then it's Bobo with the Hail Mary pass to Brown, and this sweet Euro step to finish for the layup. And to finish things off, Jason's shot is off the mark, but Josh Tigner is right there for the putback as Grant takes it 66-53 behind an impressive 29-point night for Brown. All right. Parker Ream here in your Mattress Firm Perfect Match. I'm here with Grant, so you know what that means. We'll start with Rashad. You were cutting him up any which way. I mean, you were kind of having your way on offense. What was working well for you?
Trying to be consistent, playing the overall game with my teammates. You know, just trying to keep the composure and the energy up.
Jason, we head over you. You guys were down 1 at halftime. It was a close game. Some big-time defense played by both teams, and then you guys pulled away in the second half. What was the difference?
We followed the game plan, came out, we came in a new defense, and then everybody just bought in. So
we head over to Bobo. You guys are now 4-0 in league play. Came into today 3-0 in league play. This is probably one of the best teams in your league. What does this win mean for you guys going forward?
It's pretty big. We would work hard, be consistent, keep working in the gym, practicing, and we came out with the win.
All right, you heard it from the Grant Pacers. I'm going to let you guys take it out, but you guys got to give some more energy this time. Come on.
Good job, boy.
Brian Mueller saying hello. We're at San Andreas as Argonaut looks for a win against Calaveras on Tuesday night. It was back and forth in the first quarter as Gabby Gaskin goes untouched for the layup and the Mustangs strike first. However, Calaveras responds right back as Randy Adams sets up for 3 and nails it to give her team the lead by 8. Right before the end of the first quarter, Liliana Carson hits a 3 of her own right at the buzzer to cut the lead by 5 and make it 13-8. On to the second quarter now. Calaveras looks to add to their lead. Madison Clark finds Madison Bernasconi all by herself. Goes for the jump shot, gets the 2. Mustangs down by 11 with under a minute to go. Gaskin with the takeaway, passes it to Carson, who passes it right back to set up the 3, gets it. Argonaut only down by 8 at the half. Midway in the third, Calaveras starts hitting the gas as Bernasconi finds Clark in the corner. She nails the shot from far away to go up by 11. Next play, Mustangs try to get something going, but Clark swipes for the ball, recovered by Brooke Nordahi, who passes it to Clark for the easy lay-in, and Calaveras takes a 13-point lead, and everyone's fired up after that one. Into the fourth now, Mustangs refuse to go away as Gaskin goes for the layup and gets the foul called for the and one to cut into the lead, but the Mustangs had no answer for the Calaveras offense as Bernasconi passes it to Sierra Lowry for the turnaround hook shot. Calaveras wins it with a final score of 66-52.
Parker Ream out at the Woodland Sports Complex watching Woodland and Pioneer, the two rivals battling it out. First half, it was Pioneer that struck first. Osvaldo Oliva up ahead to Trevor Reef, and the chip over the goalkeeper. 1-0 Patriots. 5 minutes later, Pioneer on the counter. Michael Gray with the perfect through ball to Trevor, and he does the rest. His second goal of the half puts Pioneer up 2-0. 15 minutes to go in the half. Woodland, they needed an answer. They get it here. Christian Garcia gets behind the defense and gets the Wolves on the board. 2-1 at the half. Second half we go. Garcia looking to tie things up. Free kick from just outside the box, and he bends it around the wall. What a strike to tie it up at 2. But then Pioneer went on the attack. Isaac Ramirez to Trevor Reef, the hat trick for him. He puts the Patriots up 3-2. But with 5 minutes left, Bruce Babriska sends the ball in. Christian gets ahead on it, but it's Roberto Sandoval that finishes it off. We knew it would be a good one, and it was as good as advertised. This one ends in a 3-3 draw.
Coming up, we head back to Calaveras High School for the boys matchup with Argonaut.
Then it's Laguna Creek and Grant meeting in girls hoops. 49ers Sac-Hi Sports. We'll be right back. Back at Levi Stadium as we head now to Calaveras High School, where the boys are 14-6 on the season, looking to stay undefeated in the Mother Lode League with a win over Argonaut. Junior Jay Clifton is averaging 20 points a game for the Calaveras team, which, interestingly enough, does not have a they have a logo, but they don't have a mascot.
Yes, they do not have a mascot. The Argonaut Mustangs are 11-5 on the season and will look for its first league win against Calaveras. The game played on Tuesday night.
Here at Calaveras High School, where the basketball team looked for a win against Argonaut Tuesday night. We jump midway in the first quarter. Both teams tied at 8. Luka Molin looks to give his team the lead. Off the miss, recovers his own rebound, and that's in. Nice hustle points to give his team the lead. Calaveras would have something to say about that, though. Jake Clifton passes to Elijah Malamed, who goes for the 3 and nails it to take the 1-point lead right before the end of the first quarter. Calaveras looking to further extend their lead. Cardenas Noah passes to Clifton, who shoots the 3 and drains it. The basketball team up by 3. On to the second quarter, it was all Calaveras. Clifton goes for the jump shot and makes it look easy with that smooth jumper to extend the lead by 12. Mustangs trying to get something going on offense. Landon Bayette passes to Randy Fage, who gets the layup, and Argonaut cuts the lead by 10. However, that's when Calaveras started pouring it on. Thomas Davison to Merrick Strange, back to Davison, who passes to none other than Clifton, who cashes in on the 3 ball to take a 17-point lead at the half. Third quarter now, Mustangs refusing to give up as Neil King passes to Molin, who sets up for 3 and gets it to give his team some momentum. Calaveras did not take their foot off the gas, though. Logan Parnley pass to Travis Bird, fighting off 2 defenders. Strange recovers the rebound, passing back to Bird, and that one's good to go up by 13. Midway in the fourth we go. Mustangs able to cut the lead by 10. Molin passes to Faze quickly to King, who fights through contact and gets the layup to cut it by 8. But the defense could not find an answer to stop this man. Clifton runs through defenders right here and easily scores. And this game is all but over as Clifton would score a total of, get this, 45 points with a final score 68-57.
The Grant Pacers traveling to Elk Grove for a big league matchup with Laguna Creek, and the Creek come out swinging. Jasmine Howard drives strong to the rack for 2 to give her team the early 6-0 lead. The Cards go on to score 12 and answer to start it off as Array Young drives through the paint and gets the bucket in the foul. That was nice, but Array is also a threat from deep as she takes that pass from Jakayla Gilmore and nails it. The Pacers trying to cut down that early deficit. Samia Smith with the pass from Kayla Hampton. She finds her way around a defender for the lay-in, and Grant tacks on 2 more a short time later. Kat Noah with the long inbound pass to Monet Stallworth. Monet knocking down the mid-J at 17-4 Grant. Noah gives the Pacers 3 more with the shot from deep, but Laguna Creek showing no sign of letting up. Closing minutes of the half. Watch Zoe Tillery. Zoe says, okay, you're going to give me room, I'll take it. Zoe, 4-3, 41-22 Cardinals at the half, and Tillery wasn't even close to being done. Zoe with 5 threes in this game, tallying up 21 points. Great ball movement coming from the Creek. Gilmore to Young, and back to Jakayla. The Cards are just having fun now. Fired up from start to finish. Olivia McMurray to Akira Coleman, and you can count it. The Laguna Creek bench was loving that shot, especially Array Young, who scores a game-high 22. Laguna Creek cruises to an 81-38 win. Young talks to us after the game.
I think our defense really showed tonight. We're really working on switching defenses up in the middle of the game without having to call the timeouts and, draw it up. This Grant team is not bad at all. We focus on their main scorers, trying to play help, getting out to shooters as quick as we could. But I think we definitely did a better job against this better team. Yeah.
Each week we present the Scholar Athlete Award.
This week's Scholar Athlete Award goes to Isabella Sanchez from the Manteca girls basketball team. Izzy sports a 4.0 GPA.
Coming up, our second SunPower Electric game. It's the Tri-City League Showdown with Lincoln of Stockton and Modesto Christian.
Then it's Vista del Lago and El Camino. But first, here's this week's Calhoun's Mental Health Tip.
A good night's sleep is a big part of a good game plan for mental wellness. Try to go to bed and wake up at the same time every day. Make sure you sleep in a cool, quiet, free from distractions. Avoid caffeine in the afternoon or evening so you can fall asleep more easily.
Don't wait to put an end to junk sleep at Mattress Firm. Shop Tempur-Pedic, the most highly recommended bed in America, and get a $300 instant gift good towards sleep accessories. Thanks to our highly trained sleep experts, Mattress Firm is the #1 Tempur-Pedic retailer. With 200 hours of training, you can rest assured we'll find the perfect bed at the best price. In stock for immediate delivery with a low price guarantee. Only at Mattress Firm.
The more we learn about COVID-19, the more questions we have. The biggest question now, what's next? What will COVID bring in 6 months, a year? If you're feeling anxious about the future, you're not alone. Cal Hope offers free COVID-19 emotional support. Call 833-317-4673 or live chat at calhope.org today.
We got next, we ready to flex, we're ready to rock, headed to the top. We got next, can't settle for less. I'ma need your best, so give it all you got.
Kennedy Schonauer makes space with 4 defenders around her and fires from 31 yards out and hits it perfectly.
Can't settle for less. I'ma need your best, so give it all you got. We got next, number 1, numero uno. Front page in the news, yeah, now you know. For the win, blood, sweat, tears in the gym, harder than the rest.
Modesto Christian has finished on top of the Tri-City League since entering the league back in 2019. The Crusaders have lost just 2 league games in that span and have talent from top to bottom.
The Lincoln Trojans were the last team to beat the Crusaders back in 2020. They will look to do the same thing in our second SunPower Electric game. Our Brian Mueller was there.
Electric game.
Robert and Aubrey, we have a mega matchup in Modesto on Wednesday night for our SunPower Electric game. 15-1 Modesto Christian hosting 14-2 Lincoln out of Stockton, and neither one of these squads has lost to an area team. We'll begin with the visiting Trojans. They come in riding a 7-game winning streak. San Diego State-bound senior Miles Bird leads Lincoln with 17 points per game and nearly 6 rebounds. As for the Crusaders, they have a sophomore leading the way. Jamari Phillips is pouring in 23 per game. So we cruise into our SunPower Electric game. First place on the line in the Tri-City Athletic League. First quarter, Ty Virgil drives and dishes to his big 6'10" center, Prince Osea, who throws down a royal flush. MC up a point a couple minutes later when Phillips starts to feel it. Style points to go along with 2 points and the foul. The Trojans find themselves down 12 late in the quarter when Andre Warren delivers the no-looker to Darius Goodlow down under. Second quarter now, Phillips still filling it up. The step-back 3 is good, and the Crusaders have opened up a 15-point lead. Then it's Phillips on the defensive end, gets the strip, and the slam soon follows. Modesto Christian looking like they might run away with it. Crusaders keeping the ball moving. Phillips to Osea, who finds Manasseh Itete for 2 and the foul. 32-18 MC. Now we are at the alma mater of former Houston Rocket and Sacramento King Chuck Hayes, and I think he would appreciate the hustle on this play. The ball is loose. The big man, Itete, goes to the floor, squeezes off a pass to Alexander Argender, and Osea finishes with the slam. 41-27 Crusaders early in the third. A couple minutes later, BJ Davis takes the contact and finishes at the rim. Modesto keeps adding to their lead. But we're talking about the Trojans here. You know they don't go down without a fight. Warren leading the charge with the spin and score. That cuts the lead to 13 later in the third. Then it's Bird picking off the pass and goes all the way for the slamma-jamma. Warren keeps the run going, attacking right down the middle. That reduces the lead to single digits with 2:30 left in the quarter, but the Crusaders would keep their composure in the fourth. Itete flips it to Phillips, and the Crusaders would cruise from there. They win it, 73-62.
It definitely feels good. You know, it shows, you know, how tough we can really be and how hard we work, and it just proves all that. This is a confidence booster, so we're just going to take this one like any other win and just keep building from there, a day at a time.
Reporting in Modesto for the SunPower Electric game, Brian Mueller, 49ers Sac-Hi Sports.
Mark Wills here in El Camino hosting Vista Del Lago, and the fans were limited to 2 tickets per player to keep the spread down. Now on to the game. Vista Del Lago had some hot outside shooters. Owen Pettis catches the Logan Rexford pass, and he cashes it in from deep. Eagles up 4. In the second quarter, El Camino's Jaron Hardy kicks it out to Avon Soto, who goes bottoms with this three. Then Eagles are down 1. Both teams are Eagles. Okay, got that noted. El Camino's Kiko Parker shows off his three-point range as well, and the Eagles of El Camino lead by 3 at the break. Nice job by El Camino of breaking down the zone here as Mateen Rafiq to Jalen Newhouse on the baseline. He goes off glass for 2, 35-32 EC. It's now 41-37 Vista Del Lago with the lead, and Andrew Hanks finds Logan Rexford in the corner, and his three's wet. El Camino comes right back and makes it a 2-point game as Parker to Rafiq, a little contact, but play on. It's all good. Teo Konarek plays a great for Vista Del Lago, scoring all 8 of his points in the second half. Vista with the lead. With 20 seconds left in the game, El Camino down 1. Check out Soto, who gets the offensive rebound and put back. EC goes up 1. Vista ties it up, and we go into overtime. In OT, El Camino running the pick and pop as big man can shoot it. Anthony Gutierrez drains the 3. El Camino up 64-61. Vista looking to point guard Adam Bridges for the answer, but EC's Parker blocks a shot, but Bridges gets it back and scores it. Vista up 1. You see the score there. El Camino needs a bucket, and Jalen Newhouse does just that. Out of my way, and Newhouse crashes to the hoop and scores the game winner as the EC Eagles get a much-needed win at home in overtime. We caught up with Kiko Parker after the game.
This was real important. We started off 0-2 in league. Now we flipped it around. Now we 3-2. Feels good, man.
Remember, all of the game footage we shoot is available for purchase on our website. Go to 49ers Sac-Hi-Sports.com. We will send it to you digitally.
The entire game.
The entire game.
Follow us on social media for lots of fun and exciting content. Our Instagram story is a great way to keep updated on scores, news, and so much more. 49ers.Sac-Hi is our handle on Instagram and Twitter.
Coming up, the Marysville Indians kick off their league season taking on the Center Cougars.
Then it's East Union and Manteca girls. 49ers Sac-Hi Sports. We'll be right back.
The Center Cougars are just one of 2 teams in the Pioneer Valley League to have a league contest under their belt heading into the week. The Cougars are 10-5 on the season and will look for their second league win against the reigning champions.
The Marysville Indians will look to defend their league title. Joshua Brown Jr. is having a great season for the Indians with 18 points a game. Marysville meets Center on Friday night.
Parker Ream here at Marysville for a potential league-deciding matchup. The Indians taking on the Center Cougars Friday night. First quarter, Landon Parks with a bounce pass to Joshua Brown Jr., who floats it up and in. Later in the quarter, Center up 9-4. Josiah Williams the steal, and he takes it coast to coast. The heads-up pass to James Cook Jr., and he gets the bucket, plus the foul. Cougars take a 7-point lead. Final seconds of the first quarter. Jackson Finley comes away with the steal and takes it coast to coast himself to trim the deficit to 3 at the end of 1. Second quarter, Center still trying to stay in control. Dominic Johnson to Alex McCord for 3. He drains it, but the second quarter belonged to the Indians. They go on a run up by 4 with the clock winding down just before the half, and Joshua Brown from deep, the buzzer beater, and Marysville is up 7 at the half. Third quarter, the Cougars came out on the prowl. Tim Koriaka drives the lane and gets the tough finish to go and one opportunity, and Center down 3. 48-45, Marysville now. The steal by Jeremiah Butler. Up ahead to Koriaka, who gives it right back to Butler and makes a nice move to pull Center to within just 1. We move to the fourth. Now it's Center 60-57. Amberly Clark off the mark, but Landon Parks is right there for the putback. Then on the next possession, when they need him most, Joshua Brown Jr. delivers coast to coast to give the Indians a 1-point lead. Now 64-62 Marysville. Center with just seconds left in the game. Can someone play hero James Cook Jr. for 3, but it's no good. And Marysville takes a very important Pioneer Valley League game. They might have been excited about it.
My shot's been falling. I'm getting to the rim too. I'm a 3-level scorer, so I get anything I want.
It's a first-place battle in the Valley Oak League with Manteca hosting East Union Tuesday night. The Lancers with the lead out of the gate. Andy Caringal Holmes gives it to Lauren Pablo, who drains the shot from deep, but the Buffs quick to respond. Marcelina Chaparro takes it the length of the court before laying it in. It's a 10-8 Lancer advantage when Karina Malone gets the bucket in. The foul. Manteca leads at 16-14 after 1, but East Union's Taylor Snare ties it up in the second, driving from the elbow and floating it home. It was back and forth all game. Isabella Sanchez to Ariel DeLau. Down low, pivoting herself free. Ariel gets it to go. The Buffs lead at 34-28 at the half. Jumping to the closing seconds of the third, Lancers down by 5, make that 2 on the Lauren Pablo 3. And in the closing seconds, East Union ties it up. The first shot is off, but Denise Payne's putback ties it as we head to the final frame. Tied at 59, Cameron Jania's shot is blocked by Ala Tuunga, but Cameron gets it back and still with the shot at the three-point play with the and one. So the Buffs are up by 3 with 30 seconds left. Snare passes to Lonnie Tuunga. She puts it up and knocks it down. Lonnie ties this game with 25 seconds left. Lancers back with possession. Pablo driving and Lauren is fouled. This game isn't over. She needs a free throw. She sinks 1 of 2. So Lancers up by 1 with 3 seconds left. Manteca inbounds it to Izzy Sanchez and her shot is just a bit off. East Union pulls off the victory to improve to 3-0 in the Valley Oak League. Lonnie Tuunga talks about that game-tying 3.
I just knew I had to put up a shot. Had to get that tie. Oh, that was really risky. Very, very, very important. It was a rivalry game. We had to get the dub. So yeah.
Brian Mueller here at Vacaville Christian Tuesday night, where Encino was trying to keep their hold on first place in the Sierra Delta League. First half, Nasratullah Amami sends it into the mixer, and Jan Ala Fitrat redirects it in. The Bulldogs lead 1-0. Later in the half, Kevin Quintana Cruz gets loose and adds another one for Encina. They have a 2-zip lead. Still in the first, Samir Kuram with the free kick goes across the field with it to Amami, who turns on the turbo, goes top shelf for the score. It's 3-0. Later in the half, Amami going back to work, crosses to Cruz, and he heads it in, loses his glasses in the process, but Coach Gonzalez there for the quick sideline spectacle repair. Second half now, Kuram crosses from the far side, Fitrat fighting for it in the middle, and his perseverance pays off. Encina goes on to win it 5-0 and improve to 7-0-1 in league.
Coming up, we will choose the play of the week. It could be this play, then again, maybe not.
But first, take a look at our Sac Joaquin section top 10 boys basketball poll.
Time now for the play of the week.
Here is Mark Willis, who I feel like is calming down a little bit.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Well, let's see. Here's Mark with this week's play of the week.
Well, thanks, Robert. Hey, now let's go. Manteca's Cameron Jania, the shot gets blocked, but stays with it and scores. East Union's Lonnie Tuunga hits the game-tying 3 with only seconds to spare. Vacaville's Anthony Wiley, the Wiley Coyote crosses over the no-look dime to Nathan Snell. The runner-up goes to Burbank's Ty Harrison, throwing it down over the defender. That was great, but this was drippy. Kaysen Cheney, the no-look alley-oop to Aaron Bliss. I thought it was a bad layup, but no, it was an awesome pass. Cheney, Bliss, you both get the play of the week. Nice job, boys.
That's the play of the week, and that is 49ers Sac-Hi Sports for this week. Thank you so much for tuning in. I am Aubrey Tolliver.
And I'm Robert Braunstein. Be sure to join us next week with lots of great league basketball and soccer action as the league play heats up. We'll see you then.